nature and nurture. Right, so you have nature is your genetics, the way your brain is formed, and nurture is your environment and how that influences who you are as a person. Again, I am a comic, much like a combination of nature and nurture, right? Naturally, I am funny. I can make anything hilarious. I can tell by your muted laughter, but for why I'm a comic, well, that is because of a lifetime of experience, including my severe lack of popularity that led me to constantly seek validation and outside approval in life. Nurture. So, also, another fun trait about redheads, not a lot of people know, is that our skin is more acidic. Yeah, which is very cool. It does not mean that if you lick us, then we will hallucinate. Having said that, I have put that on my Tinder profile. But actually, America, for a while, wasn't able to grow weed. They got them high because the temperature was just too cold, right? But of course, America, being what it is, we don't really like to get told that we can't do something. Now, basically, what America did is they Frankenstein them all together, right? And what I mean by that is, like, basically, they combined them together to create a weed plant that was short, quick growing, and potent, and wouldn't die in America, right? If only we could do that with our citizens. So, sea turtles are so cool. Like, their biological gender is determined by temperature. How cool, like how hot and cold the eggs are, right? So if they're below 27 degrees Celsius, they're male. And if they're above 27 degrees Celsius, they're female. And if they're above 35 degrees Celsius, they're an omelet. But it's something that wouldn't work with humans. I mean, I think the biggest issue would be in the UK as well. Because let's be honest, it would just be full of males, all right? Because Brits do not feel good about turning the heating on ever. There are many different treatments of therapy that help. I'm not going to go through them all, mainly because I don't know them. But I'm going to go through some of them, right? Some of my favorites. I'll pair them up with some mental illnesses, which actually, having said that, sounds more like a wine pairing. I know. Might I suggest the 86 aversion therapy? It's great for criminals. As a joke, aversion therapy is bad. Anyway, just so we know. All right. But everyone thinks acid's a big deal, but there are a lot of positives to acid. It's not addictive, right? Which is great. Also, they've done studies where they test people like a certain after the LSD, right? So like days after the LSD, they've seen positive effects, including optimism, openness, creativity, and increased imagination.
Ooh.
Now, imagine that you go into a trip as yourself and you come out as a combination of Tim Burton and Jane Fonda.